Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading, so please remember to take what resonates and don't manifest the rest. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I do hope everybody's doing well. Today's a better day. Yesterday was just very enlightening. You know, some of us just trust people too easy and too quick, or we just want to believe the best in everyone. And 9 times out of 10, we let our own selves down. It's not even that we can blame it on another person, because we probably already knew better before we did it or said it or whatever. And I'm hearing a lot of that going on in the collective, not necessarily the collective of the people who watch, but in the collective of psychics, mediums, so on and so forth. Definitely seeing a lot of narcissistic traits. It's never anybody's fault but somebody else's. And sometimes we got to take responsibility for our own stuff, our own behavior, our own actions, and stop blaming other people. The 7 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like you're defending your destiny here. And maybe you like being single. It's like growth, 2 of Cups, marriage. A lot of people are in that place right now because, well, as I said before, it's very hard to trust people, what they say, what they do, because sometimes it's only surface level. And if you know, you know. Now, certain personality types will, the more you like, the more you trust. And that's what we got to watch out for here. So we have Temperance as the challenge. We got stop and go. So the 8 of Swords and the Knight of Swords is a very stop and go energy. So we have to balance that out. We have to temper it in order to move forward in a tempered way, in a balanced way. And that is the challenge here, because there's so much going on in the world right now, and you don't know who to trust. I get it. I say you give enough rope and you let people show themselves. Absolutely. 3 of Pentacles and the Magician in the most recent past. Definitely lots and lots of manipulation going on out there. And they want you to fight each other. That's Mars energy. Mars-Uranus conjunction with a ghoul on the 15th of the month. That is all-out war and demonic energy. So understand that you're not alone in this. That what you're seeing as a result of people's lives being shook up is not, it's not an illusion. You're seeing the different personalities all culminating together and going after each other. 5 of Swords. Risky business. My suggestion, stand in your power. Because the proof's in the pudding. So 5 of Cups and the World card as the immediate future. Disappointment in the world, but there's still hope. See, I always point that out in this 5 of Cups. There's still 2 cups standing behind them. What could possibly go wrong? Well, when you're dealing with powers that has, did, was, everything can go wrong because they want you to believe the lie. And what do I mean by that? Believe that you have no friends and nobody who cares about you, and you're just constantly in a battle. That's the energy. Because of love. Because you love yourself. Or you should. This is what they don't want. Because when you love yourself as you are and accept yourself, even in your worst moments, and you forgive yourself, then nobody has power over you. You're able to admit your faults. That's called balance. Emotional balance. And even if you apologize, some people will not accept it. That's called narcissistic behavior. When somebody just won't hear anything you got to say because they're always right. So this is the power play that's going on in the world and with your friends and family and, other, even psychics. Okay? Because know-it-alls are going to know it all. And they're never going to admit they're wrong. Somebody's making a right choice here because they're going within to seek their answers instead of trying to validate themselves outside. So Virgo energy. This is somebody making a good choice. Because they took the time to heal. Possibly dealing with a past love that really disappoints them. Because they're not what they said they were. As I said before, all things will be revealed through the veil. And this person is finding out, and I'm just going to say this person, I'm not going to say you, I'm not going to say them, is finding out that they made a mistake. The real challenge here is admitting you made the mistake. They were blocking their own destiny. They were blocking their own Wheel of Fortune. They didn't realize that. They do now. Outside influence. Takes lots of practice to get this right. King of Wands, outside influence. This is somebody who's all about the show. They're all about how it looks on the surface. And they're trying to find the strength to fight that urge. To look beneath the surface instead of looking at what's looks good and going after that. And as I said before, lots of people are in this energy. They think they're fighting for what's right because it looks good on the surface. And you have to dig deep. You have to go within. If you don't, you're going to pick something by, okay, so like, what is that? It's a CIA trick, the trust energy. Now, I'm not CIA, but I listen to a lot of research, and the more you like somebody, the more you trust them. Am I wrong? The more you distance yourself from somebody, you allow them to show you who they truly are. And I feel like that's what's going on here. This person, you have distanced yourself from because they were in a combination of people who were manipulating you on the surface for what looked right, what felt, what they liked, they trusted. And they're finding out that that isn't what's going on here. And they're upset because you may not be trusting this person because of their past behavior. Leo energy, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius. This could be many people you don't trust anymore because they absolutely positively showed you who they were by coming after you for no good reason at all. Hopes and fears here. This person is fearing that they're going to have to watch you get justice while they recover from some kind of abuse. Three of Swords. It's because they let themselves be fooled by a surface persona that really wasn't this person. It really wasn't the person that they were dealing with. These 3 pentacles here. They were being manipulated. And this is the awakening for this person. Now for you, viewer, I feel like you've already dealt with this. You've already gone through this. Libra energy. You already balanced out your own scales because you were paying attention. What did I just say about the 3 of Swords? This person is very hurt. They're going to carry those wands all the way to the tower. I know they are. But they're coming. If this is somebody that's, lovers could be your family, it could be friends, it could be a significant other that chose somebody else. There are many different kind of energies here that I'm feeling here. It could be all of them. They're upset because they feel like you're never going to trust them again. They have to accept responsibility for their actions. But if they're a narcissist, they will never accept the responsibility of what they did. They have to heal that. That's a wound. It has to be healed. Justice again on the bottom. Just like my biggest trigger is I'm hyper independent. Which means that I have an abandonment wound. There's a lot of people that do and they don't realize it. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. And never allowing other people to help you. Because all them other people let you down so many times. Every time. That now you just do it yourself. That's a wound. And as you saw yesterday, if you watched any of my videos, it was triggered in me. However, because I'm healing that, I'm able to recover quicker. And I'm still hyper independent. You know, I still got this. I'm doing it myself. And sometimes we don't allow other people to help us when we need to. So, yeah. It's like that. 5 of Wands. Whoever this person was that tried to block your success or your destiny, I feel like they're in spiritual jail right now. They're not able to come at you anymore because Spirit's here. So is the devil. So you have to discern this energy. You have to pull it apart to its very core and understand that everybody's going to pay for what they did. All of us. So get right now. Get right with the Creator. Get right with the energy, so you can progress and maybe not block your own destiny. Two of Cups. This is a challenge. It should never be one. But it is, because nobody trusts each other anymore. You watch all these tarot readers saying, this person did this and this person did that. You don't trust anybody anymore. Balancing the Two of Cups. There is love in this world. And if you're not allowing yourself to experience it, you're robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself of possibilities. And I'm not saying go out and blindly trust people, because absolutely not. But you give them enough rope to hang themselves and they will. And you'll see it before you ever get involved with that person. That's what happened in the last relationship that I tried to manifest. Was this person made it seem like we had to live together to be together, and I was like, oh no, we don't. You live there, I live here, we meet in the middle sometimes, and gradually, maybe someday it'll go there. But this person showed me who they were, and then gaslit me and made me feel like, or tried to make me feel like it was my fault, that they stood me up, that they did something. No, it was not. It was that I let this person show me who they were. I gave them time, and I distanced myself. And instead of just blindly trusting somebody, moving right in, and them finding out who they are, which I've done too many times to count, I was very proud of myself for drawing those boundaries. And you should be too, because this does need to be balanced out. Don't rob yourself of your of being able to have a relationship because you blindly trusted way too many people in your past. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot. Somebody is coming in with a solid offer. They could cook. They could have a yellow car. In the most recent past, they were stopped from this magic or this manipulation. They might have even, for trying to overpower your work, trying to overpower your success. And it was a group effort to do so. Yeah. So now they have no choice but to offer you what they owe you. And whatever they took, they got to give back. Okay, so now I'm picking up another person here. Somebody from your past is going to try to overpower you again with magic. They're going to be disappointed because it ain't going to work. Because you've already seen the signs. And they were stopped. But they're going to try one last time. Give them credit where credit's due. At least they're showing you who they are. 7 of Wands. Blocking. Completely blocking the past and being just so disappointed. there are still 2 cups standing. There's still hope. Somebody's still holding on to their childhood wounds and they don't want to let them go. So perhaps you need to let that person go, even if you love them. What does that remind me of? Sometimes you have to let those you love fall on their face, even though you don't want to see that. They're going to be exposed. Okay, this is all coming out in the wash. It's all going to show its ugly little head. So you need to prepare yourself not to be disappointed when it does. Like I said, this person has gone within. I think they're going to be upset because you're not going to accept them on blind faith anymore. Ace of Cups. And they know it. They know it. That's why they're in the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. They know they interfered with your love life. They interfered with your self-love. They interfered with your cup. Poured it out, threw it at your head. They're sorry for it. Doesn't change it. Stomach's making noises. Sorry, guys. I got everything off so you can hear every little noise. King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. I knew it. So, hot dogs and beer. There's something behind this full moon. I feel like somebody's having a party. I don't know what that means. But it has something to do with sharing the wealth. Like I said, it's Pisces energy, so I'm not sure what that means. I'll have to get more information. Yeah. Somebody's changing their ways. And you win by default because you walked away. 8 of Cups to the 6 of Wands. You win by default because no matter what this person offered you, you still walked away. You're like, yeah, no, that's not for me. Outside influence. And I do feel like you defended yourself. And look at this. The devil's watching everything. Every decision you make. And every, what do I want to say? Flaw. Or every flaw in your strength, trying to poke the bear. I don't know how I want to say this, Capricorn, because this is Capricorn full moon. We just had the moon. Finding your weaknesses, looking for your weaknesses. And we all got them. We all got them. Mine I can't hide. I mean, you see it on my videos. I can't hide my weaknesses, but I don't give in to them anymore. That's the difference. From being unbalanced to trying to balance out your emotions, is that even though you're triggered, you don't let it ruin your life. At one time, I let it ruin my life. I let it do things that were not very savvy of me. But now I take the time to go within and balance out my emotions. Cups are all about emotions. Before I act, and then I might react. Because yesterday I got really sad because I got a download that told me, something that I didn't want to admit, or I didn't want to know about somebody that I care about, especially those you love. But I didn't let it rule me, and I didn't let it take me out, and I didn't let it make me go do something stupid that I have to make an excuse for later. Okay? I admitted it to everyone because I can't hide it, Those of us who can't hide our emotions are it's almost like we're honest by default. Because we're not trying to hide things. But we're not going around blaming everybody else for our triggers and what's wrong with us. We know that they come from in here. Nobody else pushes those buttons. I mean, some people try to push those buttons. But how you react to an act is always up to you. We got a Knight of Wands and a Matriarch in reverse with this devil. A rock star and a gold digger. Maybe one and the same. Like I said, somebody cared so much about the way something looked on the surface, but they didn't look within. Now they're looking within, and they're disappointed in the way they behaved, as they should be. Tower. I knew it. What I say in the beginning. This person is going to carry these wands all the way to the tower till they get themselves caught up. Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So they want to call a truce because the pain is too great. And not just financially, but emotionally and mentally. This person is drained. So they may have some kind of financial offer for you. I feel like this person is rich. Well, 10 of Pentacles. They got a lot of money. But they're still in the Three of Swords in the Tower. That shows you money can't buy you happiness. Absolutely cannot buy you happiness. In fact, it might make things more difficult. Because then it's really hard for you to get close to people because you think everybody's after you for the wrong reasons. So be aware that this energy is not stable. And give enough time, enough distance to either hang themselves or not. They're either going to do the right thing or they're not. But as long as you don't get involved and allow them to manipulate you, then you're all the better for it. You're blocking a past behavior. You're blocking a past trauma. Not blocking out the energy completely, but blocking out how you react to it, or you might have reacted to it in the past. Is it disappointing? Well, yeah, sometimes. But sometimes you got to find peace in life. And that may be by calling truces with those who have more than you do. It doesn't mean you have to like them. It doesn't mean you have to be in a relationship with them or anything like that. But you have to find that peace inside. I do feel like there's some kind of significant offer coming in for you, viewer. But understand there might be an attachment to it. And it's an emotional attachment. It's about thoughts, about the mind. What is this? Two of Cups. Yeah, we got the Two of Cups on the Two of Cups. This is a challenge, like I said. Past behaviors of the both of you. And this person, you know, this could be somebody new with the Ace of Cups. But you both have to see your past behaviors and heal that. So keep, you know, there's no Cinderella storybook. In fact, if you read the real Cinderella, it's a horror story, like a lot of them. And there's no real, you know, happily ever after in the immediate. You both have wounds. You both have triggers. You both have to heal those in order for it to be a balanced relationship. And accept each other for who they are, not for what you want them to be. That's a past behavior. That's just the more you like somebody, the more you trust them type energy. And you can't do that. Not anymore. You can like somebody all day long. But it takes time to get to know somebody truly. Especially before you move in with them or marry them or any of that. And sometimes people spend 10 years with each other and still don't know each other. That's when it's really tough. Because you thought you knew that person. When in real life, they kind of been playing you the whole time. And you didn't realize that they were such a non-empathetic, sometimes obsessed with controlling, that they made you believe what they wanted you to believe. And you thought you knew this person. Then 10 years down the road, it all changed up. And they turned into the devil incarnate. And you're like, how did I miss that? It's because you wanted to believe the best in that person. We all make mistakes. Be you. Be the best you can be. And if somebody loves you and somebody wants to be with you, they will accept that and you won't have to change a thing. I mean, like I said, be the best you. Not the worst you and expect somebody to accept that. But be the best you can be. And if they accept you, then great. If not, move on. Move along, little doggy. We all make mistakes. Somebody might have lost their job over this. Lost something, that's for sure. But I got despair and occupation, and it says help wanted in the back of that card. So my guess is they lost a job, a title, something that brought them a lot of wealth. And now they have to look again. What is that? YOLO? They YOLO'd. You know, whatever that. I can't remember what that means, but it's a new term. They rolled the dice. And although they have a lot of money, they're still not a happy person. Like I said, money can't buy happiness, and this person's finding that out the hard way. We got 111 right in my hand. They're finding out that the fortune, the wheel of fortune, the destiny, was with you. And they went for what looked good on the surface instead. That's all about to change. Because people are no longer doing that. They're no longer acting on their wounds. They're taking the time they need to heal themselves before they jump into relationships. Because there's so much competition out there. Everybody isn't, I'm not going to say everybody, but there's so many pick-me's out there that you don't know who's real and who's not. Take your time. Enjoy the ride. Go for a walk on the beach by yourself. Take yourself out to dinner. You'll learn how to love yourself as much as you could love another. And then that is when you're ready for this. When you accept all your flaws and your traumas and your triggers, and you learn how to work with those instead of playing the blame game on other people. Because sometimes it's not always their fault. Sometimes you triggered yourself. Like I said, the more you like somebody, the more you trust them. And you ignore red flags and things that are just waving at you going, red flags. You're like, how did I miss that? Well, it's because you wanted to believe something else. And you got disappointed. All of that's being stopped, and it's all going to change here over the next, say, 10 years. People are not going to marry for, for status, for the way it looks anymore. They're going to get to know somebody before they make that kind of commitment, and that is equal give and take. That is the Two of Cups. And yes, we are all responsible for our own behavior. And if you don't notice the red flags, or you don't want to look at them, then you're walking into a nightmare. A Three of Swords and a Tower. Notice what's up. Distance yourself when needed. And love yourself and accept yourself enough to know that we all make mistakes. And so do they. Like I said, I do feel like there's somebody new coming in your life, but there's some kind of competition going on that makes it a bit toxic. So, where you understand where you end and another begins, for sure. Yep, somebody's really, really tired of the drama. Like I said, this is somebody who's used to having a lot of money. There might be some kind of failure in their banking system that's causing a loss of some kind. Bugaboo. So they're finding out that they kept a promise to somebody who's a bugaboo. Somebody who may have tricked them into believing they were expecting a child, or I don't know what that is, but this person was keeping a promise to somebody they expected to trust with a new beginning. Now they're in their feels. because they're watching it go down. And in the meantime, keeping you a secret because they are proceeding with caution. They're finding evidence, getting caught, cheating in a promiscuous situation. Ooh, so it may not only be a fake pregnancy here, there may be some other kind of protection that they didn't use. And the situation's about to explode. They know they screwed up. They left their Two of Cups sitting there, empty-handed. They're going to try to make up for it. So, if this is somebody you know, they're going to try to make up for it. If this is somebody you don't know, they're going to try to make up for lost time with the wrong person to try to make things right with you, and try not to fall back into past patterns. So there are relationships coming to the forefront with the Mars-Uranus conjunction and a ghoul, which is the demon star. People are really second-guessing themselves right now. Taking time to go within, to understand what they truly feel and not the temptation of what looks good. But this person is trapped in fear because they know they've got to make some kind of decision. I feel like within the next couple of months, they have to speak their truth. Heart chakra's blocked. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. That made my eyes water. The devil has no power because they can't use love, deception, envy, and jealousy to manipulate somebody who's solitary energy in their own house. Because you're speaking on it. They don't like that. Man, my throat chakra just went poof. They don't like you speaking your truth, viewer. They don't like you accepting responsibility for your own flaws. They want you to keep blaming everybody else for what's wrong in your life. Because then you're just like everybody else instead of being your own person. Let's get a Pleiadian card for you, and that will be the reading. Portal. I can't make it up. Oh my God. Sacred Union. It's a portal. Wow. What a reading. I hope this helps somebody, especially in the relationship department. Because it's really important that we learn how to heal those wounds so we can have healthy relationships. Alright. Let me pull this light a little bit closer because I'm blind. I'm blind. Oh shit, I'm blind. It says, Sacred Union. We, the Pleiadians, see the energy of sex as a beautiful union for one to merge into a greater totality of the universe. These unions or partnerships don't simply procreate, which our society has elected to continue, but actually serve as a higher form of energetic practice which expands one into the ultimate field of cosmic knowing. We have observed how sex on your planet, porn, for instance, has been abused and misused in many ways. Outdated forces have attempted to guide humanity astray from its natural, expansive properties in order to impose a narrow, boxed-in pleasure model. But as the hues break free from previous cycle conditions and reclaim their universal awareness, they too will reclaim the way they view sex and enter into a higher awareness of the potency and unionship. The sacred union arrives when you are being given the opportunity to reshape what sexuality represents to you and clear out any outdated cachet of guilt and shame imposed on you through false religious or societal programs. Now is a good time to explore the sacredness of sexuality and engage in healthy practices to expand your soul's awareness. In addition, this card indicates that a romantic influence is near, or you are going to go deeper into your sacred partnership or begin a new journey. Use this time to honor your sacred temple, see yourself as holy, and know that the energy of sexuality births planets and may be used for universal harmony. Reclaim that this sacred practice for the benefit of all future generations and proclaim, sex is beautiful, sex is healthy, I open myself to sacred sexuality. And the additional meaning here is partnerships, romance, tantra, love, and couples work. So like I said, there's some form of union coming together here, but I feel like both of you are like wounded children. You can help heal that in one another, but don't automatically assume one is trustworthy before you get to know them. That's all. Because any kind of manipulation in this realm is being stopped. And everybody's recognizing that they have to go within and they have to understand who they are before they get involved with anyone else. Alright? And that's not to say, your sexuality is beautiful. Accept that. Be who you're meant to be. But don't just automatically move in with everybody you meet, because then you're setting yourself up. Be holy. Be sacred. Be the vessel to manifest this sacred union together, and not the Five of Wands. Don't block your destiny. You're meant to have this. Alright? Well, those are your messages. Please remember to press the like button, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.